Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. We are here to do our Q&A where you guys would comment your questions about anything and everything, and if I have an answer for it, I will answer it. So let's get into this. First question I was asked is, how tall are you? Well, I am 5'2" 3/4. Yes, I have to put the 3/4. Every little bit counts. Where am I from? Well, if I want to be kind of funny about my answer, I'll say I am from my mother's womb. But no, in all reality, I was born in Montreal, Quebec, and I currently reside in Cornwall, Ontario. What can I do about food aggression between my piggy? I just added a female baby with my older female. Well, to simply answer that one, there's two choices that I can suggest. You can either take out your baby female, the baby guinea pig, and feed her separately, or you can put a separation grid in the cage and you can keep them side by side instead of together. That is my temporary suggestion on how to handle food aggression, because generally guinea pigs are not food aggressive, but we will talk about that further in another video, another day. How long do you think you will be doing YouTube for? I will do YouTube for as long as I can come up with video content that you all want to see. So if you want to see certain content or about a certain topic, you need to tell me and I will make it happen. Do you want more guinea pigs in the future? Well, I can promise you this. At any given point in my life, I do plan on having guinea pigs. Not sure how many, but there will always be guinea pigs in my life. What is my favorite color? Well, purple, of course. What are some facts about you that we don't know? Well, I was born with club foot, which means my right foot when I was born was turned sideways and slightly on an angle. I had surgery at 5 months old to correct it. My right foot has been stunted in growth due to this surgery, so I have two different sized feet. My right foot, I would typically wear a size 1 children's shoe. Yes, children's size 1. My left foot would be a women's size 7. When I was 6 years old, I was hit by a car, and I came out with only a bruise on my hip. My jacket had more damage than I did. When I was 5, I ran into the corner of a door. I meant to go in my parents' room, and I missed the entrance of the door and got the corner of the door smack dab in the middle of my forehead. If I look a certain way, you can sort of see the scar. It's not as visible anymore because it's been many years since it happened, but I do have a scar right in the middle of my forehead. So those are some facts that you didn't know about me before. How do I feel about vitamin supplements, and do I give them daily, and if so, which ones do you give? Well, I feel if you are providing a proper diet for your guinea pigs, which includes 80% hay, 15% fresh veggies, and 5% is your pellets, then there should be no need for vitamin supplements. However, on the occasion, if you do want to give your guinea pigs a treat, you can use Oxbow vitamin C tabs. I always keep them on hand, or try to, and they don't get them every single day, but occasionally as a treat. If I know there's a day where I can't give my guinea pigs fresh bell pepper, then I will give them the Oxbow vitamin C tabs. If my guinea pig is feeling sick or under the weather or just not completely up to par, then I will use the liquid vitamin C, and I will give a 1 ml oral syringe, and that would be a full daily dose for a guinea pig. If they are sick, I will double that dose, once in the morning, once at night. So those are some of the questions that I've been asked so far. I'm going to continue to wait for more questions to be asked before I fully post this video. So until next time, I will catch you later. Hey everyone, well I am back with our second set of questions for the Q&A video. So let's get into it. Have you ever met someone famous? I have. When I was about 15 or 16, I actually met Tom Green. He used to be a close friend to my next door neighbor's mom, so I thought that was really cool. Would you like to be famous? You know, when I was a little girl, I used to dream of being a famous pop star on a stage of in front of like 40,000 people or a million people or however many people. But today, I look at a crowd of 4 to 5 people and I'm terrified. My anxiety goes through the roof. So I don't know if I would want to be like famous, but maybe a famous YouTuber or something. I could live with that, I think. If you could change one thing that happened, what would it be? Well, I would change the day that I met my ex after my husband passed away. There are things that happened that turned my life upside down even more so than when my husband passed away. So if I could change one thing, I would change the whole concept of ever meeting this particular person. Maybe my life would be different right now, who knows? If you could live anywhere in the world, where would that be? If I could live anywhere in the world, a part of me kind of wishes that I could live in California, because I would love to volunteer my time at the Los Angeles guinea pig rescue. But reality is, I live in a completely different country, across the country. But who knows, maybe one day I'll be able to volunteer at a local rescue. Have you ever been in the snow? Well, hello, yeah, I live in Canada, so yeah. Our winters can get pretty crazy. I have definitely been in the snow. In more ways than one. Who would your ideal partner be? My ideal partner would be an animal lover, and he would adore my guinea pigs, and he would share my dream of one day having our own rescue. Do you still have your childhood teddy bear? Unfortunately, I don't. My mom threw that away on me like years ago. I used to have a stuffed gremlin that if you shake it, it kind of makes like a gremlin noise. And yeah, my mom got rid of that long time ago. How many pairs of shoes do you have? Well, I can officially say I have 2 pairs of shoes. I treated myself a couple of months ago, or probably about a month ago maybe, and I bought myself a new pair of shoes. Do you like TV talent shows? Yes and no. I love talent shows, but I have a passion for like music and singing. So shows like America's Got Talent or Australia's Got Talent or shows like that, that's my cup of tea. I like those types of shows. Do you like scary movies? Not typically. I don't mind the odd scary movie here and there if I've got like someone that I can cuddle into when there's a scary part. You know, the typical female version of, oh no, ah! And then you cuddle into your date or your partner or whoever you're with. Have you ever fired a real gun? Does a BB gun count? If so, then yeah, long time ago. Do you like roller coasters? I used to like roller coasters when I was a little girl, but not so much anymore. I think I would probably throw up if I went on a roller coaster. Have you ever cried at a film? I think I have. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that I have. I think that is about all I have for this batch of questions. So I will see you all shortly with the last batch of questions before I publish this video. Talk soon. And we are back with our final segment of the video. What would you do if you didn't do this? Well, I'm assuming by this you mean YouTube. If I wasn't doing YouTube, I'd probably still be making videos or sharing my photos, but I'd probably share it more on Instagram or Facebook, which I do that anyways. So I figured, why not add YouTube into the mix? What is the best comment you ever received? I don't remember it word for word or who made the comment, but I think it was when one of the subscribers told me that they really enjoy all of my content. It kind of made me feel really warm and fuzzy inside, and it gives me something to look forward to, knowing that someone out there is really enjoying my content. When you first started out, were you embarrassed to tell people what you did? Now, I'd have to say I wasn't necessarily embarrassed to tell them what I did, because I don't work outside the home. I am on a disability pension. I'm not ashamed to admit that. And I think it's actually something amazing that I could be on a disability pension, only have a set income every single month, but still manage to give all these guinea pigs what they need to survive and thrive. I think it will actually help people understand that you don't necessarily need all these fancy schmancy items out there. Yes, sometimes they are nice to have, elaborate hideys or whatever it might be, but your guinea pig will still be just as happy with a cardboard box to run through and chew on. Your guinea pig doesn't know the difference between, cardboard and cashmere. That would be a people thing. That's my opinion anyway. What is the best vacation you ever took? Well, I remember going to California when I was about 5 or 6. We went to California for a family reunion because we had family out in California, and when my grandfather was still alive at that point, we all tried to keep in touch annually through a family reunion, and I remember going there, but I don't remember much of it. The one thing I can remember about it was we were in a hotel on the 14th floor. 14th, yeah. And I remember it was probably about maybe 4 or 5 in the morning, and there was an earthquake with a really, really high magnitude. There was 2 earthquakes and 2 aftershocks. And you know what? My mom woke us up, tried to get us dressed in case we had to evacuate. Now, common sense is, if you have to evacuate, as long as you have clothing on, don't matter if it's PJs or not, you get out. If you have to evacuate, you get out. Okay? But no, she was all worried, okay, she called the front desk, find out if we have to evacuate. They said, no, stay put, da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, you look at the window and all the hotel staff is evacuating the building. She's trying to get us all dressed in our, daytime clothing, and I just went back to sleep. I remember my mom talking about the mirror rattling on the wall, and the chandeliers or the lights shaking and everything just moving, and yeah, I fell back asleep. I didn't care. It's one of those things, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die. That was my thinking back when I was a little kid. Things are a little different now. But yeah, I remember going to California when I was little, and then the last vacation I took was back in 2017. 2017? Yes, it was 2017 in, I believe it was August, just before the school year started. I took my 3 kids to Niagara Falls, Ontario, and we went to Marineland, but we did not see the dolphin show. We missed that show because I had to use the washroom, and my friend that was with us, my friend's daughter, decided to try and tell me, oh, I know where the bathroom is, or I know where a bathroom is, it's just up the mountain, da-da-da, it shouldn't take long. It took us over an hour to get up the mountain, just so I can use the washroom, and by the time we got up there, the kids are hungry, they're tired, they're restless, so we completely missed the dolphin show. And probably for the best. So I can't really say that I have like a favorite vacation or the best vacation, because any vacation I have taken had a lot of nice memories that I hold true to my heart. If you could be someone else for one day, who would it be and why? I don't know if I'd want to be someone else for a day or not. Everybody has their trials and tribulations that they have to go through in life. But if I must, and I mean absolutely must, choose someone that I can be for a day, I would probably choose I think I would choose my mother. And why would I choose my mother? Well, growing up, I will admit, I was never the perfect child. I was rude and cunning and ignorant, and, well, I was a brat. And if I can be someone else for one day, I think I would want to live my life as her when she was little, to experience what her life was like growing up. I've heard stories about what her life was like, but to experience it is a whole other story. Who's your favorite YouTuber and why? I can honestly tell you I don't have an absolute favorite YouTuber. I do enjoy watching Saskia from the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue. I enjoy watching Scotty's Animals. I enjoy watching Guinea Pig Guardian. I enjoy watching Kay's Guinea Pig. There's a lot of channels that I enjoy watching. And some of them I have, created a nice friendship with. So I don't have a favorite. When did you first realize you were famous? Sweetheart, I'm not famous yet. Far from it. But if you think I'm famous, then kudos. I'm okay with it. What is the best piece of advice you can give a newbie? Okay, well, I don't know if you mean by a newbie as in a new YouTuber starting out their channel, or if you mean like a new guinea pig parent. If you're talking about a new guinea pig parent, then I would tell you do as much research as possible before getting guinea pigs. They are a lot of work. They are not a starter pet, but it's very rewarding. If you're talking about a new YouTube channel, well, my best advice is never give up, and just do everything you can to learn about anything and everything. It will come in handy one day. Learning how to edit, learning how to create great thumbnails. There's a lot of aspects in what will draw a person's attention to your video. Have you ever had any setbacks, and if so, what were some of them? I don't think I had any setbacks. I think if I did, the only setback would be myself. The negative thinking of, oh, I'm never going to be famous, or, nobody's going to like my channel, I'm never going to get monetized, that kind of thing. That's the only setback that I ever had, is my own negative thinking. What do you do about nasty or negative commenters? Well, depends on the day and depends on my mood. If I'm in the mood for a debate, then I will continue going back and forth with the message. But typically, if it's something rude or derogatory that's offensive to other people or myself, I will just hide the user from the channel and I will ignore it. What kind of equipment would you recommend for a newcomer? Well, for a newcomer, I'd honestly tell you, use whatever camera you might already have. Start making videos, watch your own videos, and when you, because I can promise you, I know that you watch other YouTube videos, and you can see how professional some videos look compared to how not so professional other videos look. And you can learn from those professional looking videos how you can improve on your own. So it's basically a matter of do the work and observe to improve. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm not sure. And on average, how long does it take for you to put out a video? It usually doesn't take me super long at this point because I am not a professional editor, and if I'm happy with the video, then I will publish it and hopefully others will like it. If I'm not happy with how a video is, then I will either delete it and redo it or just completely scratch it altogether. But typically I try to put out 1 to 2 videos a week. So that is all we have for our Q&A video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you all in the next video.